Monday, May 29th. It's Memorial Day. And at the risk of sounding maudlin, it's because so many people do it and make it sound like such jive. I really want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I think for most, I got to thank all those who have given their lives over these hundreds of years and are putting their lives on the line for our country. Those who were citizens, those who became citizens, and those who are citizens. They're great. And they put their lives on the line for a great country. And we have to thank all of them. And that's what Memorial Day is for. We've, of course, turned it into fun. It should be fun. They fought for us to have our rights and be a society and live well and live freely. So we should. Which leads me to a question. I just had a great stream of, I call a stream of consciousness. All these, on one of the postings I did in my video, I got like 100 or 120 almost, or about 100 postings as it went back and forth. Everybody was going at it. And I was catching a lot of whatever from people. And, I say right on. That's what Memorial Day and the people fought for, is our First Amendment rights, all of our other rights, of course. But the first is the first. And one of those three of the first is the freedom of speech. And we should enjoy it, and we should use it, and we should go with it. And I can understand why people are so frustrated, angry. Congress has done a horrible job. They blamed Obama. The Republicans blamed President Obama, did nothing, and the Democrats are now doing their thing with President Trump and doing nothing there. Congress just does nothing, and the parties do nothing but argue with one another. And who gets hurt? We do. And that's why I don't understand why we are all turning on one another. I mean, most of the stuff was pretty cool, I saw. And I hear people say it's like nasty. You can put up with some criticism. But there's some people in there who are just so angry that all they can do is respond beyond emotion, just nastily. Idiot, you're dumb, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, maybe I am an idiot, and maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's the First Amendment, and I can say what I want. I don't think I'm that far out there. And how are people going to get their ideas across to others if all they're going to do is yell at them, call them names? It doesn't make any sense. I happen to think this is vibrant. This is great. I love it, everybody going back and forth. And come after me as hard as you want and go after everybody else as hard as you want. But hey, guys, let's remember, guys, gender neutral. Let's remember, we are one. We are Americans. It's government. They're almost making us turn on one another because they're all fighting so much and not doing their job, but getting paid plenty of money. And remember, their health care is well taken care of. And we're the ones getting hurt because we're turning on one another and yelling at one another. We have to stop. We're Americans. No more of the white American, black American, ethnic American, gender American. Just be an American, And we'll start understanding things like we said before. And it's just the whole underlying theme of this blog. If you use the example of an inner city school or the inner city schools, and people sit there and go, well, the black Americans, they are not being taken care of, and they go, wow, we're being prejudiced against. And you have poor white Americans who go, but it's not fair. What about us? And then you have poor Hispanic Americans who go, yeah, but forget those guys. What about us? So we take this pie and we just break it up into small pieces instead of coming together and just saying, we're all Americans. We can disagree, but if you start talking about American kids having a poor education, what happens? Then people go, whoa, there's a problem because American kids shouldn't have a bad education. Don't let media separate us. Don't let these politicians separate us. We need to come together because the strength of America are the Americans. That's what our strength is. And all those who then eventually become Americans, who want to be Americans. It's just beautiful. Let's remember that. Try not to yell at one another. Get mad, get angry, get frustrated, throw your arms up, go crazy, right on. But remember, we're all one. On this Memorial Day, those people gave their lives so we could all be one and enjoy the fruits of our Constitution. Let's do it. Peace.